Friday is finally here and it's time to look back at what were all the headlines and news that had a direct impact on your pocket and your life here on Money Time. Our first bulletin is on the economy, particularly the GDP. Chief Economic Advisor V. Anantha Nageshwaran said that he thinks India will clock a GDP of 6.5% and above in all the remaining years of the current decade. He also went on to say that the RBI, IMF and other organizations have also pegged India's GDP in the range of 6.5% to 7% for the current financial year. He said the reason why he is so optimistic on the country's growth is that he can see demand coming back in the economy. He also credited the government for taking correct measures in collaboration with the RBI. He said structural reforms undertaken by the government has paved the way for economic development. And more on the economy, the chief economic advisor also went on to add that India's unemployment rate and labor participation rate showed improvement in the September quarter. According to NSO, India's unemployment rate in urban areas has fallen by more than 2% in the September quarter as compared to the year-ago period. Unemployment rate is down to 7.2% in the second quarter of FY23 from 9.6% in the same period a year ago. NSO's data points towards a sustained economic recovery from the shadow of the pandemic. Unemployment rate is down even when compared to the July quarter. Labor force participation rate has also increased. It has increased to close to 48% in the September quarter of the current financial year. Now, a couple of days ago, there were reports that the government might increase or decrease capital gains tax on equities. Throwing some light on the issue, a senior government official said the centre was thinking about revising the uniform rate of capital gains tax on immovable assets like shares, debts, land and buildings. Currently, the rate of capital gains tax rate is different in case of these three types of immovable assets. But the official said that the thinking of a uniform rate on these asset classes. So, the capital gains tax rate that you pay on these three investment instruments can either decrease or increase from next year onwards. And following private sector banks, public sector banks too are also giving inflation beating rates on fixed deposits. Union Bank of India has raised FD rates to as high as 7.3%, where you can earn an interest rate of 7.3% on the opening of an FD for 3 years with a public lender. For FDs of 1 year, depositors can get a maximum of 6.3% interest rate with a public lender. If you open the FD for 700 days, then you can get 7.25% interest rate. On FDs of 599 days, you will get an interest rate of 7%. Well, if FD rates are on a high, then if you are investing in mutual funds, you too will have a weekend bash. Two of the large size AMCs have launched new fund offers. What are those? Let's check them out. ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund has launched Nifty Pharma Index Fund. It is an open-ended fund. Kezat, Eglim and Nishit Patel will be the fund managers. The fund will invest in top 500 companies listed with the NSE. Its NFO will remain open for subscriptions till December 9, whereas Union Asset Management Company has announced the launch of Union Multi-Cap Fund. Its NFO will open on November 28 and close on December 12. As it is a multi-cap fund, unit holders' money will be invested in the ratio of 25:25:25 in large, mid and small caps. The fund manager will be free to invest the remaining 25%. Minimum investment required in it is just 1,000 rupees. We have already seen a lot of semi-high-speed trains connecting major cities in the country, and now Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw has said that India's first bullet train will be ready by 2026. The work, however, is in progress. The government has already built close to 110 kilometers of track for the bullet train project, although he admitted that the project has been delayed. That's because bullet trains have been designed according to Japanese models. Vaishnaw also said 475 Vande Bharat trains will be ready in the next 3 years. Up next, it's time to take out the trash, says Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Nitin Gadkari, the Union Minister, on Friday said all vehicles belonging to the Indian government that have completed 15 years will be scrapped, and a policy to that effect has been sent to states. Addressing a gathering at Nagpur, Gadkari said 2 plants of the Indian Oil have almost started in Panipat, and one of which will produce 1 lakh litre of ethanol per day, while the other one will manufacture 150 tons bio-bitumen per day using a rice straw. Next up, we have news for people who want to invest in FPOs and IPOs. Then, Adani is the one you should be wagering your bets on. Billionaire Gautam Adani's conglomerate on Friday said it will raise 20,000 crore rupees in equity to fund the massive expansion at his sprawling business empire that now spans from ports to energy to cement. Adani Enterprises Limited, the flagship firm of Asia's richest person, will raise funds through the issue of fresh equity shares, it said in a stock exchange filing. The public offering will help Adani Enterprises Limited AEL, which is the business incubator for the group and currently houses businesses from civil aviation to data centers, diversify the shareholder base and build its credibility and acceptance among investors. Well, earlier on we saw a news on rise in capital gain taxes. However, car prices also following the same trend. Swedish luxury car maker Volvo Car India has hiked prices of XC90, XC60 and XC40. Jyoti Malhotra, the company's MD, said they didn't want to raise prices, but increasing input costs have compelled them to do so. However, those who have booked vehicles till November 24 will have to pay old prices of the vehicles. The price hike is not effective for them. And more news coming in from the automobile industry, and most importantly, good news for people who are looking to buy vehicles of Japanese automobile manufacturer Honda Cars India Limited. If you have a bank account with private lender IDBI Bank and you want to buy any of the models of Honda, then you will get the auto loan with IDBI Bank at comparatively lower interest rates. Adding to that, you will be required to pay the minimum processing fees. Moreover, you will also get the opportunity to avail of the maximum loan amount and the maximum repayment period on your dream car. Kunal Bell, Vice President of Honda Cars, said the tie-up with the private lender will improve the customer experience. Become a part of the Honda family and share the joy of owning a Honda car. Right then, another Japanese automobile manufacturer, that is Toyota Kirloskar Motors, have launched the much-awaited Innova Hi-Cross on Friday. Bookings commenced today for 50,000 rupees. It is a self-charging, strong hybrid electric vehicle. Some of the striking features of the powertrain include cruise control, JBL audio system, 6 airbags, to name a few. Toyota didn't disclose the price, but its vice chairman Vikram Kirloskar said customers will get a warranty of 3 years or on the first 1 lakh kilometers. Warranty can be extended to 5 years or on the first 2.2 lakh kilometers. Apart from this, Toyota has resumed the books for its diesel Innova. And we close down today's Money Time with some IPO updates. Engineering systems and solutions providers Uniparts India has announced details of its 836 crore rupee IPO. The IPO will open on November 30 and conclude on December 2. The initial share sale will be 100% offer for sale. This means promoters will offload their stake in the company and the firm will not receive proceeds from the IPO. The engineering firm has fixed a price band of 548 to 577 rupees. Well, that's all for today and for this week here on Money Time at Money9. Stay tuned to Money9 English's YouTube channel. Do download the Money9 app and watch the latest episodes of 2 plus 2 equal to 5 and Company Nama. Until next time, this is me Ajay signing off. Take care and good night.